As they say, when you don't have anything, at least you have your health. When you get sick, you're going to go to the doctor. And when you go to the doctor because you're freaking out and you're exposed to all these things and you know what's going on, you need to learn about something called contract nurses. Yes, people in the military industrial complex and private spy groups employ nurses with previous military experience or security clearance. These privatized nurses, a lot of them are part of traveling nurse companies, and they specialize in dealing with people the government does not find savory. Now, this isn't going to be if you have a local group or criminal group after you. This is going to be primarily if you're on the government shit list. Now, I'm not saying that if you're under this Gangstalking that this is going to happen to you. If you have a local order from for this happening, if it's just happening because people in your town have one of these committees like I spoke about in a previous video, please watch all our videos and then read the information on the website. There's information on the videos and the website. They go together. Long story longer, you need to understand that this isn't going to happen to you just to everybody. This is most likely reserved for people that the government is really pissed off at, people they think are leakers, people they think are associated with these leakers. You don't even have to be guilty of it. They just automatically set your network on fire to see who starts squealing or talking about things so they can get the information. So understand that the government isn't after all of us, but if you work in a space where you move information that is secret, or even if you work in a government capacity where you handle information that is for your eyes only, there's a high likely chance that the government will use this quiet avenue to deal with you. Now, this, like I said, this isn't everybody. Don't start panicking. Mostly if you're under this COINTELPRO 2.0 torture or harassment, if you work in the government space. First and foremost, when you're waiting there at the doctor, when you are under this kind of abuse, is they're going to make you wait. And while you're waiting, you're going to get further exposed to more radiation, most likely ionizing radiation if you've gotten to this point. Also, in the actual hospital room, they will also expose you to ionizing radiation while you're sitting there laying in the bed. Now, the doctors don't stonewall you because they're also part of these companies that are either employed by, or if he is on the payroll of some sort of military contractor that deals with people who the government finds unsavory or wants to take care of quietly, their behavior will be primed by dirty cops or FBI or whoever might be managing your program, and they'll give them some sort of backstory saying this person we think is maybe a terrorist or what have you, and that's why they're freaking out. We're just scaring them. Don't worry about it, but we are going to need the room right next to them or what have you. So that could also be the case. There's a chance that you could be getting a good doctor. Their perception of you, the priming of the pump has happened, and now they're gonna care for you in a way that is now influenced by the information they heard about you previous. A huge part of going to the doctor is initially just getting your blood drawn, seeing what's going on. Believe it or not, this is also an opportunity to administer things into your body, some sort of disease or a virus or a chemical, or who knows. But this is a time where they can do some damage while they're there to seemingly just draw your blood. There's a chance that you could get a false diagnosis where they will say nothing is wrong, go about your business, and from this abuse, things are already starting to take effect in your body, and they will not let you know, so you just slowly die from it. Also, they could give you a false diagnosis, so they could then start prescribing you something that will harm you down the road. This is more likely if these people that are caring for you on the payroll, and less likely if it's a doctor or physician who has no idea what's going on, and maybe they're just hearing some gossip, in another room about you. You want to definitely think about the things that they're putting into your body. A ventilator could be a liability. That's stuff that's getting forced into your body. You're breathing this air through this machine. You don't know if the machine's been tampered with. Also, you want to think about the IV. What are they dripping in the IV? What are they giving you? You could be administered a treatment for your quote-unquote illness, and that'll be something that could slowly start dwindling your health. You don't know, if they're giving you some sort of a virus or what have you. So keep that in mind. The treatment might actually be what will do you in. Majority, if not all, of these nurses and doctors who work with military industrial complex, private security companies, all are skilled in, what do you call it, like putting down a human. They can do it with, stuff that you're allergic to, cardiac arrest, things that they know will bring you over the edge, kill you, and basically it's just a service that they provide. Do they need to shut somebody up that's talking about something? Keep in mind, Snowden is a special case. There's lots of people who try to expose information, don't know how to do it in the proper channels. Snowden grew up in this kind of environment where he knew, because he had what to do and how to escape this kind of fate. There are lots of failed attempts from real patriots who try to expose things that the government is doing, and they have a protocol for dealing with those people.